Hey there, beautiful people. Welcome back to Teenlens, your go-to spot for unlocking the mysteries of attraction, confidence, and what truly makes us tick. Today, we're diving into a topic that has probably crossed your mind more than once. The quiet allure of men who stay off social media. He doesn't flood your feed with selfies. He's not tweeting his every thought or chasing validation through likes and views. And yet, there's something incredibly magnetic about him, isn't there? You find yourself wondering what really goes on in his world. It's because there's a unique power in a man who doesn't need an audience to feel seen. He lives his life in a kind of quiet, and paradoxically, that quiet speaks volumes. It tells you he's different, perhaps even deeply grounded. In a world obsessed with broadcasting every moment, these men are a rare breed. They're not off the grid because they hate the world, but because they've discovered profound truths that many of us are still struggling to grasp. So today, get ready as we peel back the layers and uncover the 9 undeniable truths about men who keep their lives off social media. Prepare to have your perception shifted and your curiosity piqued. Truth number 1, their minds are undeniably calmer. Think about it. When you stop refreshing your feed, your brain stops refreshing a constant stream of chaos, comparison, and curated perfection. It's not just anecdotal. Studies consistently show that even short breaks, just a few days away from the relentless scroll, can dramatically lower stress levels. For these men, peace isn't just another app you download. It's a precious state of being they actively protect. They don't wake up to a barrage of perfectly filtered lives, instantly comparing their raw morning to someone else's highlight reel. They don't measure their happiness or self-worth in the number of notifications buzzing on their phone. Instead, they cultivate a kind of inner stillness, a quiet resilience. This isn't because they're indifferent or disconnected. It's because they've consciously learned to nurture and safeguard their mental tranquility. Imagine the mental space this creates. No endless doom scrolling, no constant digital noise vying for their attention. Their minds are free to wander, to think deeply, to simply be without external pressure. This calmness isn't a passive state, it's an active choice. They choose to engage with their immediate reality, finding peace in the present moment rather than getting lost in the digital ether. Truth number 2, they see themselves with incredible clarity. Most men online are caught in a hall of mirrors, endless gym selfies, carefully staged photos, and a constant need for posturing and performance to fit an idealized image. But men who live their lives offline, they see themselves without all that distortion. Their self-image isn't filtered through the gaze of others or warped by societal expectations, amplified by social media. Research backs this up. Studies have found that after just 2 weeks away from social media, men's body image and overall self-perception actually improve. It's a powerful testament to the impact of detaching from constant comparison. This isn't about fostering arrogance. It's about cultivating a healthy realism. Without the pressure to constantly compare themselves to an unattainable ideal, they stop chasing an illusory perfection. Instead, they start appreciating the person they actually are, the one looking back at them in the mirror, flaws and all. They reconnect with their authentic self, free from external judgment. And here's the beautiful paradox. The less they feel the need to share and perform for an audience, the more real, authentic, and truly self-aware they become. Their inner world becomes their truest reflection. Truth number 3, their mental health quietly but profoundly recovers. Every single scroll, every notification delivers a tiny hit of dopamine, a fleeting reward that often comes at the cost of genuine peace. Men who consciously pull back from this digital cycle, even slightly, begin to experience a remarkable stabilization. Their moods become more even, their focus sharpens, and a sense of internal balance returns. Because here's the key, this detachment isn't a sign of depression or withdrawal from life. It's a powerful and much-needed detox. It's about consciously choosing to remove themselves from an overstimulating environment. It's not necessarily about deleting all their accounts or completely abandoning the internet. It's about taking back control over what often feels like it controls them. It's about setting healthy boundaries. They make a deliberate choice for silence over noise, for substance over endless scrolling. They prioritize meaningful engagement with their actual lives rather than passively consuming digital content. And in that intentional silence, in that space they create for themselves, they rediscover forgotten parts of themselves, rebuild their inner resources, and connect with a deeper sense of well-being. Truth number 4, their feelings of depression often fade, not because life suddenly becomes easy, but because it feels more real. It's a common trap. You're constantly comparing your messy, everyday behind the scenes to everyone else's perfectly polished highlight reel. This constant, unfair comparison can make your own life feel like an endless series of failures, leading to feelings of inadequacy and sadness. It's exhausting to always feel like you're falling short. But men who consciously reduce their time online, they begin to breathe again. The suffocating weight of social comparison lifts, allowing them to appreciate their own journey without external judgment. The science is clear on this too. Research consistently shows that even moderate reductions in social media use, you don't need to go cold turkey, lead to noticeable drops in anxiety and depressive symptoms. They aren't hiding from the world or burying their heads in the sand. They're simply refusing to drown in the overwhelming, often negative, currents of the digital ocean. They choose to stay afloat. This means they can engage with the world on their own terms, focusing on tangible experiences and genuine interactions that bring real joy, rather than the fleeting highs and lows of online validation. Truth number 5, their loneliness doesn't just disappear, it transforms into a genuine connection. At first, cutting off from the constant digital chatter can feel incredibly isolating. You might even miss the illusion of closeness that social media provides. But then something truly beautiful and profound begins to happen. Real, authentic connection starts to sneak back into their lives. It's a slow, organic process, but incredibly rewarding. They start making phone calls again, not just sending texts. They initiate face-to-face meetups, engaging in deep conversations, sharing real laughter, and experiencing the simple, profound joy of being truly human together. This is the kind of connection that isn't broadcast for an audience or measured in likes and shares. It's the kind that is deeply felt, experienced in the moment, and builds true intimacy and understanding. Men who live off social media often form bonds that are far deeper, truer, and more resilient. Their friendships aren't about carefully curated online personas or superficial interactions. They're not performing friendship, they're genuinely living it. They invest their time and energy into cultivating relationships that are rich, meaningful, and deeply satisfying, free from the pressure of public display. Truth number 6, they bravely face their boredom, and in doing so, they transform it into powerful purpose. When you take the phone away, especially for those accustomed to constant stimulation, you're initially left with a profound silence. That silence can feel uncomfortable, like a withdrawal, because in many ways it is. We've been conditioned to fill every spare moment with digital input, so the absence can be jarring. But here's the magic. Boredom is precisely where creativity is born. It's in those quiet, unstructured moments that new ideas emerge and dormant passions are reawakened. Offline men rediscover forgotten hobbies, set ambitious personal goals, and tap into a powerful sense of drive that most people unknowingly trade for endless, mindless scrolling. They might start writing that novel, building something with their hands, delving into a new skill, or dedicating time to healing and self-improvement. Their energy is channeled into tangible progress, because the most potent, satisfying kind of dopamine doesn't come from fleeting pixels on a screen. It comes from the genuine effort and tangible progress made in their real lives. Truth number 7, they feel a deeper sense of masculinity, not born from ego, but from genuine alignment with their authentic selves. This particular truth is truly fascinating and deeply insightful. Research indicates that men who consciously spend less time on social media tend to report feeling more masculine and significantly more secure in their own identity. It's a powerful shift. This isn't the shallow, performative kind of masculinity that relies on external validation or displays of dominance. It's the grounded, confident kind that comes from within, unwavering and self-assured. They're not rejecting modern life itself. They're rejecting the imitation of life that social media often presents. They see through the facade and choose a more substantive path. Their sense of masculinity isn't derived from chasing attention or proving themselves through endless status updates and selfies. It's forged through consistent action, personal discipline, and real-world achievements. It's about building a life of integrity and purpose, where their identity is defined by their character and contributions, not by how many followers they have or how many likes their latest post received. Truth number 8, they fiercely protect their mental space from the relentless toxicity that often plagues social media. Let's be honest, social media has, in many ways, become a battlefield. It's a place where opinions clash violently, labels fly freely, and people often weaponize identity in aggressive, divisive ways. It can be an incredibly draining and damaging environment. Men who consciously step away from this aren't running from reality. They're making a strategic choice to preserve their sanity and inner peace. They understand the cost of constant exposure to negativity. They've learned that true strength isn't found in winning an online argument or engaging in endless debates. Instead, it's knowing precisely when not to engage, when to step back and conserve their energy. They protect their valuable mental energy, their deeply held beliefs, and their overall mental health by simply refusing to live inside that constant, deafening noise. They choose their battles wisely. Because ultimately, in a world that often equates loudness with power, they understand that genuine peace, an unshakable inner calm, is the most profound and powerful flex of all. And now for truth number 9. When these men who typically live offline really do choose to come online, it's always with profound intention. There's a noticeable difference in their approach. They're not there to impress anyone, to seek validation, or to simply pass the time. Instead, they're online for a specific purpose, to truly connect, to genuinely learn, or to express something real and meaningful. And that difference in intention, you can absolutely feel it. Their presence carries a weight, a sincerity that stands out in the often superficial digital landscape. They scroll slower, absorbing content thoughtfully. They speak less, choosing their words carefully and contributing only when they have something valuable to say. And because of this, their words mean so much more. This is precisely why they stand out in a crowd. Even if they're not constantly visible, it's not because they're invisible. It's because they consciously choose when and how to be seen. There's something truly timeless and profoundly attractive about a man who doesn't need the algorithm to constantly remind him that he exists or to define his worth. He's not hiding from the world. He's simply living his life fully, authentically, and on his own terms. He's not disconnected from reality. He is deeply, powerfully present in it. So if you ever have the privilege of meeting one of these silent ones, a man who isn't chasing the crowd, who lives quietly, calmly, and with an undeniable confidence, please don't ever mistake his silence for emptiness. Understand that his quiet isn't a void. It's a reservoir of strength, focus, and genuine self-possession. It's a profound kind of power that speaks volumes without uttering a single word. Because in a world that can't seem to stop talking, endlessly broadcasting and performing, the one who chooses to say nothing often ends up saying the absolute most. If this video resonated with you, if it sparked a new thought or deepened your understanding, please hit that like button, drop a comment below sharing your insights, and don't forget to subscribe to Teenlens. Here we'll continue to explore the fascinating psychology behind attraction, confidence, and what it truly means to be human in a world that, for better or worse, sometimes never logs off. See you next time.